What if a single tree could keep producing food for over 100 years, but only after decades of patience and care? Across the southern United States, from the vast orchards of Georgia to the sun-soaked fields of Texas and Oklahoma, farmers are growing one of the most valuable nuts in the world, pecans. Every year, the U.S. produces more than 300,000 tons, supplying over half of the global market. But behind every bag of pecan kernels you see on store shelves lies a long and surprisingly complex journey. Pecans aren't just delicious, they're packed with healthy fats, fiber, and essential nutrients that support heart health and long-lasting energy. Whether used in baking, cooking, or eaten on their own, pecan kernels are considered a premium product worldwide. But getting from a towering tree to those perfectly shaped golden kernels is anything but simple. It takes years of cultivation, precise harvesting, and advanced processing to transform a hard-shelled nut into a delicate, high-quality kernel. In today's video, we're taking you deep inside the pecan industry, from planting and growing these massive trees, to harvesting thousands of nuts in seconds, and finally into the factory, where every shell is carefully cracked to reveal what's inside. Make sure you stay with us until the end, because the process of turning pecans into perfect kernels is far more precise than you might expect. The journey of a pecan kernel begins long before harvest, starting with planting and years of careful growth. Farmers begin by preparing nutrient-rich soil with good drainage, creating the perfect environment for pecan trees to thrive. Instead of planting trees too close together, they space them widely, sometimes up to 60 feet apart, allowing each tree enough sunlight and room to grow into its massive size. Many orchards start with native pecan seeds, which are grown into strong rootstock. Once the young trees are established, farmers often graft improved varieties onto them. These selected varieties produce higher quality nuts with thinner shells, making them easier to process later on. As the trees grow, they require constant care. Modern irrigation systems deliver water directly to the roots, ensuring steady development even during dry seasons. Farmers also apply nutrients like nitrogen, potassium, and zinc to support healthy growth and nut production. Pruning is another important step. By removing weak or crowded branches, farmers improve airflow and sunlight penetration, reducing the risk of disease. Even with all this care, patience is essential. It can take 4 to 8 years before a tree produces its first nuts, and up to 25 years to reach full production. But once mature, a pecan tree can continue producing for generations. After months of growth, pecans are finally ready to be harvested in the fall. The first sign is when the green outer husk begins to split open, revealing the hard shell inside. This natural cracking signals that the nuts have reached full maturity. To begin harvesting, farmers use powerful machines called tree shakers. These machines clamp onto the trunk and shake the tree with controlled force for just a few seconds. In that short time, thousands of pecans rain down to the ground below. But the process doesn't stop there. Once the nuts are on the ground, sweepers move through the orchard, gathering them into neat rows while blowing away leaves and lighter debris. This step makes it easier for the next machine to do its job. Then comes the harvester, equipped with conveyor systems. It lifts the pecans from the ground and transfers them into onboard storage bins. At the same time, built-in fans help remove dirt, dust, and unwanted materials, ensuring only the nuts are collected. When the bins are full, the pecans are transferred to trucks and quickly transported to processing facilities. Speed is important here, as maintaining freshness and quality is key before the nuts move into the next stage. And this is where the real transformation begins. Once the pecans arrive at the processing plant, they enter a highly organized system designed to clean and prepare them for one of the most delicate steps, extracting the kernel inside. The process begins as the pecans are unloaded into a large receiving pit. From there, conveyor belts carry them through multiple stages of cleaning. At first, powerful air blowers remove loose debris like leaves, dust, and small twigs that were collected during harvesting. Next, the pecans move into large rotating drums. These drums gently tumble the nuts, helping separate any remaining outer husks that may still be attached. Inside the system, spinning brushes scrub the surface of the shells, ensuring they are as clean as possible before moving forward. As the pecans continue along the line, they pass through machines that remove lighter materials using controlled airflow. This step helps eliminate empty shells and any remaining lightweight debris. Then, heavier contaminants such as small stones are separated out, ensuring that only clean pecans remain in the system. At this stage, the pecans may look ready, but there's still a critical issue: moisture. Freshly harvested pecans typically contain around 10 to 12% moisture, which is too high for safe storage. If left untreated, this moisture can lead to spoilage or reduce product quality. To solve this, the pecans are sent through industrial drying systems. Warm, carefully controlled air flows through the nuts, gradually reducing their moisture content to about 4 to 5%. This step not only preserves the pecans but also prepares them for the next phase of processing. Drying must be done with precision. Too much heat can damage the kernel inside, while too little drying can affect shelf life. That's why modern facilities monitor temperature and airflow closely throughout the process. By the time the pecans leave this stage, they are clean, dry, and stable, ready to be transformed from hard-shelled nuts into the delicate kernels that consumers expect. And that transformation is where things get truly interesting. Before cracking begins, the pecans go through one more important step: moisture conditioning. Although the nuts were previously dried, a small amount of moisture is carefully reintroduced. This may seem counterintuitive, but it plays a critical role. Without enough moisture, the kernels inside would become brittle and break apart during cracking. By raising the moisture slightly, processors ensure the kernels stay intact. Now comes the most crucial stage: shelling. Inside specialized shelling machines, each pecan is positioned and struck from both ends at the same time using mechanical pistons. This precise force cracks the hard outer shell without crushing the delicate kernel inside. It's a process that requires both accuracy and consistency, especially when handling thousands of nuts every minute. Once cracked, the mixture of kernels and shell fragments moves onto vibrating systems. These machines separate the heavier shell pieces from the lighter kernels using a combination of motion and airflow. But even after this, the kernels aren't perfect yet. They still need to be sorted. The pecans pass through sizing equipment that separates them into categories such as halves, large pieces, and smaller fragments. Larger, intact halves are the most valuable, often sold as premium products. Smaller pieces, while still high quality, are typically used in baking or food processing. After mechanical sorting, workers perform a final inspection. At this stage, trained technicians carefully scan the kernels, removing any remaining shell fragments or imperfect pieces that machines may have missed. This human touch ensures that only the highest quality pecan kernels move forward. What started as a tough, rock-like shell has now been transformed into a clean, golden kernel, ready for consumers around the world. With the kernels fully processed and inspected, the final step is packaging. The pecans are first measured using precise weighing systems to ensure consistency in every package. Depending on their destination, they may be packed into small retail bags or large bulk containers for commercial use. Once filled, the packages are sealed using heat or vacuum technology. This step is essential for preserving freshness, preventing contamination, and extending shelf life. Proper sealing ensures that the kernels maintain their flavor, texture, and nutritional value during storage and transport. After packaging, the pecans are labeled with important information such as origin, quality grade, and expiration date. From here, they are shipped to supermarkets, bakeries, and food manufacturers across the country and around the world. From orchards that take decades to mature, to advanced processing lines that handle thousands of nuts every hour, every step is carefully designed to deliver one simple product: a perfect pecan kernel. If you enjoyed discovering how pecans are made, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more journeys inside the world of food production.